Hey guys, I miss you all so much. I wish we were back at school. I'm only here at my house with my dog, so I kind of am missing being around people a little bit. So I figured that I would start making some videos of me doing things at my house that are kind of related to what we did at school. That way you can see me and I have more stuff to do other than looking at my dogs, who may walk in and out. So I'm going to make some chocolate chip cookies, and we're going to go through the recipe, and then we are going to work on identifying our measuring cups. Remember, this is our liquid measuring cup. This is our dry ingredient measuring cup. So as we go through and I put the different ingredients in the bowls, you are going to help me figure out which one of these I need to use. Okay. Move it here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so the first thing that we have to do is whisk some flour, baking soda, cornstarch, and salt together. And I put the baking soda away, and I didn't have to. Okay, so I need 2 1/4 cups of flour. So here is my flour. I've got some more because I highly doubt there's 2 cups worth in here. So flour is a dry ingredient. So which one of these should I use? Should I use my liquid measuring cup or my dry measuring cup? If you guessed this purple one, you are correct. So let's see how much of a mess I'm gonna make as I scoop all of this into my bowl. I'm gonna put it in here and then pour it in to see if maybe I can not make as big of a mess. Now when we watch the fancy Martha Stewart video on YouTube, the guy told us that you use these for dry measuring cups, or for dry ingredients, because you can level it off like that. Isn't that fancy? Alright, so there's 1 cup. And, woo! There's 2 cups, and I've got to open this one. This is where you make the most mess. Need you guys' muscles. Alright, this measuring cup only measures 1 cup. And I need 2 1/4. So I've got to get another measuring cup. Here's my other measuring cup. Can you tell that Miss M likes purple? Alright, so I'm going to scoop this up. I'm going to be like that dude in our Martha Stewart fancy video and whoop, level it off. Alright, so there's my flour. Now I need to do baking soda. I need a teaspoon. So here's my teaspoon here. I have all these big boxes left over from when we were blowing up balloons and exploding bottles in the parking lot at school. Oh, there's Breeze. She's probably hoping that something will fall soon so she can eat it. Okay, so there's the baking soda. Okay, now I need cornstarch. And we need 1.5 teaspoons. So it's kind of like with the cup. Oh, Tango's decided to make his way over here too. There's Tango. So I've got to use my teaspoon measuring cup, or spoon, and then my 1/2 teaspoon. Tango's really looking for stuff, aren't ya? Hmm? Yeah, I see your super sniffer going. He gets excited when I cook because I drop stuff and he can eat it. Breeze just likes to eat stuff off of the counter or the table while I'm at school because she thinks I really like it when she does that. Bless you. Okay, there's my cornstarch. That was messier than the flour, goodness sakes. Alright, and some salt. And I don't really have like salt for baking, so hopefully kosher salt works. And we need 1/2 teaspoon of this. Regine. See, she's already getting into trouble. Alright, so we've got to whisk that together. But I also need to melt some butter. So while I whisk, I'm going to melt some butter. So this says that we need 3/4 of a cup, which is about 1.5 sticks. So here's my 1. I'm going to like put it in chunks. Hopefully it melts faster. And then this is something that we've done at school. We know that our butter has measurements on it here. And I need 1/2, so this goes all the way up to 8. So I need to count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have to cut right here. Apparently I have something really nice in the recycling bag because Breeze keeps trying to eat it. Okay. Throw these away because it's all gross. Wipe my hand off here. Alright, so I'm gonna put this in my microwave. Hopefully I don't blow it up. Okay, so I'm going to mix this stuff up. And then I believe we put this bowl aside because we are going to add all of this stuff that we're going to use next to this bowl. So I'm going to put this over here. And then I was going to use that bowl, but I don't know if it's going to be big enough. Alright, so while that's still melting, we've got to add some brown sugar. So that's 3/4 of a cup. Now it would be easier for me to cheat and get out my liquid measuring cup because it has 3/4 of a cup already on there. But we need to make sure we use the right measuring cup, so I'm going to use this. See what our butter looks like. Good, that worked. And I didn't blow up my microwave or burn the butter. Okay, so we're going to have to do 3 scoops of our brown sugar. Tried to kind of smooth it out before I started so I didn't have to bang it really loud. Whoops. And it says on here that I can pack this stuff down. So that means that I can push it down in here so it gets nice and tight to make sure that we have all of the brown sugar that we need. Alright, there's one. Flattened out like our Martha Stewart guy. Pack this down in here. Breeze Jean. Believe it. She tries to look like she's not doing anything wrong. It's one of her go-to looks, isn't it, Beetle? Alright, that was 2. Here's our last one. A little bit more. Okay. Alright, so there is our brown sugar. We also have to put in here our regular sugar, and we need a 1/2 cup of that. And I didn't get, hey Bubby, I didn't get my 1/2 cup out, so here we go. So sugar is a dry ingredient, so am I going to use my liquid measuring cup or my dry measuring cup? Ding, ding, ding. Alright. I just got lucky. We didn't really have to use that one. So this is kind of an easier one than what we do at school. I'll have to find a harder one. Alright. So we'll put that in there. And then I have to, I believe, put the butter in. Yes. Alright. Whisk in the butter, and I've got to stir this till there's no lumps, because if you look, I've got my brown sugar chunks and my sugar chunks in here. I may have to switch to a fork because this whisk is not really good. I hope you guys have been getting outside when it's been nice out. I know last week it was awful that we had all that snow, but we got lucky this week with some nice weather. I've been able to go take my dogs for a walk, but we've walked like a mile extra than what we usually do, so they get a little tired out. But that's good because then they leave me alone after we're done. So I don't have to keep letting them in and out to go outside, because apparently instead of being a teacher, I am now their personal doorman, because that is all I do. All right. So that is whisked, so there's no lumps. We need an egg, and they're going to get tricky on us, an egg yolk. So I'm going to do my egg. And the yolk is just that part in the middle, that yellow part. So we'll see if I am able to do this. Woo! Ooh, I think I did it. It's looking kind of good, guys. There we go. All right, go throw these away. And just like at school, after you've touched eggs, you have to wash your hands, as it is not safe to touch stuff afterwards. You can get sick. We should be washing our hands a bunch right now too. 20 seconds. What do you think you found? Huh? Did I leave some sugar on there? Tango. Don't worry, he didn't get anything. Breeze is on the couch and she's looking at me like I gave him something and not her. Okay. There's our eggs in there. So I don't spill it. Alright, I'm going to whisk this up. mash those eggs. Oh, Tingo thinks it smells really good because he's licking his lips over here. And then once this is done, we need to add some vanilla. And we need 2 teaspoons. I'm gonna get the flour out of this thing here. I know where it is. Here's my vanilla. Alright. So I'm gonna pour that in here. Woo! 1, 2. Stir this in here. And now we have to take our wet ingredients, these liquid ones in here, and we have to add them to our dry ingredients right here. But it says that we have to mix with a large spoon or a rubber spatula. So, whoop, that's gonna get messy. I've got my handy dandy spatula. Pour that in there. Alright, I'm gonna stir this up. So I think finally we'll have something that resembles dough. We won't have a bowl full of a bunch of white stuff, and we won't have a bowl full of a bunch of brown looking stuff. You can see it's kind of starting to look like our cookie dough here. Alright, that is looking pretty good if I do say so myself. And now you know I wouldn't make just plain cookies. We gotta add something good to these. So, chocolate chips. It says we need 1 1/4 cup, but you know we don't measure chocolate. So I'm just going to pour those in there. Alright, I'm going to stir this up. Look at, there we go. It's starting to look like a chocolate chip cookie. There we go. Get all the chips mixed in there. Make sure I've got enough. Pretty sure I do, but you want to make sure. Okay, so what I do with this now is this actually has to go into the refrigerator for a little bit. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator, and it can either stay in there for a couple hours or it can stay in overnight. And usually when I make these, I do it overnight, because then when I put the cookies on, they don't get really big. They just stay like the size that I make them. So I will do that tomorrow. You guys probably don't really want to watch that. So our cooking thing is done for today. I'll try to make some more. Like I said, I don't know what else I'll cook because I have just random stuff here at my house. So I'll see what I can figure out. And then maybe I'll do some videos of me maybe like sweeping, cleaning the tables, that stuff that we've done at school, stuff that we do at our job sites. Maybe some laundry, because I gotta clean my bedroom. I want to do that. So maybe doing something for you guys will help me clean my bedroom. I don't think so. Anyway, I miss you guys. I hope that you've been getting outside, that you're keeping busy, and I hope that I get to see all of your beautiful, handsome faces really soon.